Kill the enemy hero, seize their capital. Sounds simple enough. We have plenty of money. I'm more or less wondering how... what's our production priority? Find the war machines costs a lot, but I think it's still worth it. This guy doesn't really get all that much from the war machines, so I don't know if I want to take it. Their range units have a lot of ammunition too, so... I was hoping they would join my army. Such luck. Right, we're going to focus initially on resource gathering. I'll use wool stand for that. Duncan has the better army as far as I'm concerned. It also has the resurrection ability. So I'm going to use him to try to attack the enemy or harass him somehow. Still, I'm not exactly sure where we should be going. Follow the road, maybe? Monolith one-way entrance. That's worrisome. Portal. No monolith. Same thing really though. Need a scout, sort of get an idea what's the pathways I'm currently not taking. Okay, mostly things look fine here. The opposition is well within our capabilities to take down. Mainly because of the list of built. Should be mostly straightforward resource gathering for the first week. Mostly. This is gonna suck. Probably should use runes here if we're able to. much we can do. Best we could try is the incorporeality. So they have a 50-50 chance if they're gonna hit me or not. It'll pretty much only work if I move there. This potentially does nothing. No, we're gonna try something else. Basically, that's the only group that can threaten any of us. Right, that's dead. Next one is that one. Not quite yet. Right, things worked out fairly well. That's a lot of resources we're gonna get from this. So building should be constructing new structures, getting new troops should progress fairly quickly thanks to this. But we can't keep this up for long. We'll have enough money to do the capital pretty much immediately. What would require of our lava fissure? Pretty much town level 15. Same as with the capital. We're gonna build more citadels after this, I think. Only requires money, wood and stone, which we have plenty. It's in unit production too, so all good. Nightmares is a big thing. We're gonna need massive amounts of crystals soon, so I'll head for the crystals first. casualty, recover. Right, this works fairly well, especially with him, because he can get the initiative increase. So the healing tent heals more often, ballista fires more often. Not sure it would be all that useful with the catapult. Probably follow the main roads. You have Tom Portal, right, so basically if we stumble upon too much trouble we can still escape. I'll take this passage. Ooh, we're getting into green areas. Even if we die, it's not particularly troublesome. Troublesome is when I don't see what the enemy is doing or know where he is, and I'm stumbling with big armies. That's the real problem. Crystal is the resource we need more than anything else. Really see much of a point fighting the druids. They're protecting a magic shrine level 2. So we probably have the spell or it's irrelevant. Lava fissure. This is more important. It needs to be built pretty much immediately so we can get the new units with this big changes. I did a stupid thing. No. Almost did a stupid thing. The retaliation strike was too powerful. Yeah, I had a couple of hit points left, so I didn't get a casualty. But that was a stupid thing. The entire point is to always guarantee that there are no losses in these trivial fights. So we're in fairly good shape when the real shit hits the fan. Sort of reminds me, we probably should try to get a city for Duncan. I mean, what the hell is he gonna do with the Dwarven units? Nothing. So, yeah, this makes a lot of sense for Duncan to try to get something, some way to get new troops. Angels. Oh, I was hoping they'll join. Quite so lucky. Also 6-5 angels, it's a lot of angels really. Spell casting just got cheaper. Okay, now they have started to have some garrisons. Undead and dungeon units mixed together. Lorenzo. Totally worthless. Sure, we want to fight this. It has a pack of dragons. No matter how you look at it, I have at most 5 knights, mounted knights. So this would be a, even if we would win it, it would still be a nightmare to fight. So I think we are pretty much better going to anything else. When we go through here, we have to go through with a powerful army. Zealots. I don't think we should attack at all. We should manage the casualties. I'll probably focus fire on that. They might even get something done, but their attack strength will drop drastically quickly. So I don't think we're gonna take all that many casualties. Just need to be in a position to end it when we want to. Negates enemy magic resistances. Magic immunities, if any, are not affected as them. I suppose we need to take down the nightmares. 15. This is gonna be a slight problem. They can pretty much charge us immediately. Still, it shouldn't be too bad. Trying to destroy my tents. That's a fairly good landmark. Also, we see trees. Nowhere around here though. The green section of the map. Maybe not. The thing we see sort of looks like the top of these mountains. There's these snowy type trees there too. But these, well, I suppose they could be similar snowy trees. Hard to say what exactly is being shown, as it should at this point. There's a prison here. Probably should aim for it now. Apply the troops we can. There are resource sites here. And I think they have the highest priority, so I'll go after them. Once we have the basic resource sites, then we can worry about other things. The tent can't heal this. There's technically an elemental, which gives me what? Immunities to a lot of things. Cannot be affected by poison, blind, or mind-related magic, nor can it be resurrected or healed with first aid. Fair enough. They're gonna be fairly hard to kill anyway. You have to have some kind of initiative influencing item. No. We just have high initiative for some reason. Blood Furies are very high initiative. And still we mostly acted before them. Okay, I think Duncan is gonna go after the prisoner. Don't worry about doing other things after that's done. Pack of zealots needs to be taken out, it's doable. Might have to resurrect a few times, but shouldn't be too tough. It's notable that the guard here isn't actually on anyone's side. So, undead and dungeon creatures, they're not gonna come through that all that easily either. So we'll have some time to build our forces. I think we're gonna start focusing on unit upgrades pretty much at this point. Well, the basic units are useful. Maybe go for the castle. We certainly have the resources for it easily, and it does improve unit production, so let's well get it over with. Large amount of enemies that is on this side. Sure, we probably can take that mine. Luck +2 Mercury, I guess. Right, I think our goal more or less needs to be to keep the production going as fast as possible with the structures for a couple of weeks, which means just gather as many resources as possible, really. Anything will do. War Academy. You can increase attack or defense by +1. First things first. Mines. This we should have another gem mine. But with this there shouldn't be any more threats to us. Unless we get extremely unlucky, we can kill it before its turn comes. Right, if we need anything in massive quantity for the upgrade, it has to be crystal. But we can't really do much about that. It should not be a problem. Just too weak of a crew. Also, the main focus is still very much in resource gathering, so we'll take this little side trip. This is not good. No casualties. 9 liches couldn't kill a single enemy unit. Gold mine. Not that interesting, but everything is welcome, I guess. We need more war machines. I suppose they're a little bit cheaper here, but they're not gonna matter too much. What did I miss? +4 to hero's attack and renders all the creatures in the hero's army immune to the slow spell. Right, that's quite good. not much we can really do unless we go for the better upgrades. They eat up a lot of resources. I'll go for unit growth at this point. There's no immediate need to upgrade the units yet. And if we get lucky, there might be a way to do it for without wasting resources on the upgrade buildings themselves. Although I don't really care about that. We have enough resources to fight. Water elementals, risky. I think fewer units will be better here. We want fast things. Can't evade casualties. Their spellcasting is gonna be too powerful. Bears, please. No. Shit. It makes things complicated. The hits are more valuable. We have no particular rush though. We're pulling back. We can probably cast at least once. Okay, anything else? I have a couple of attribute sites, a couple of resource sites. Right, I think this should be a fairly easy and short mission overall. We have one bottleneck where the enemy can come from, and we got that more or less covered. We can retreat back to the guarding citadel by simply casting a teleportation spell, and we'll always end up in the correct spot. So only thing we need to focus on is make sure we don't run out of resources quickly. Everything else is secondary. Who's the prisoner? They don't have room to exit the building. I'm blocking the only available spot, I guess. Right, despite my best efforts to buy as much crap as possible, we're just getting richer and richer. We have all the structures now that increase unit production. We can focus on the quality. Basic light, basic destruction. Pretty much anything else would be better. Or preferable, let's say it that way. Light magic would be probably the best option. 50% chance of not using up resources on rune activation. That seems like a reasonable thing to take. Doesn't particularly matter, but no real downside to taking it. He has Fireball, he's the primary target. This guy can throw spells, but there'll be something like smashing his single target spells. Few minor resources, nothing impressive. I don't want to mix up with the brawlers. A decent amount of berserkers. But have to give, I would definitely give up the rune priest at this point. However, they're useful in a very, well, in a manner that we don't really have other units to do the same stuff. I wouldn't want to give them away either. Attack or defense? Well, in the end, it doesn't really matter. shouldn't have too many problems with these range units, so we can easily recover from the losses. They don't have a huge amount of shots though, that's a bit of a problem. This is still just a second week. Pretty much have everything what we want. Plenty of resources too. We're gonna start upgrading the units with the most expensive ones. There's the one, or rather where the upgrades I feel matter the most. Fortress military post. Mostly good stuff. Skeleton. I can actually see existing unit there. Skeleton is probably the best indicator. Also, this looks like it's the border between the ice and green. Should I take on the brawlers? Really want to give up anything here though. Always come back for the brawlers if I'm so super attached to them. Is there any board? Yeah, this is it. Somewhere here. Yeah, we can see that particular bear. Okay, pretty much directly south of the Hut of the Magi. We can dedicate one hero more or less constantly to digging them up. Brand, the Rune Mage, level 2. Mainly the troops are useful. Wait, why can't I... Totally stuck here. I suppose we could give some dwarven troops to this guy. Looks like we're certainly not going to get any Haven troops, so... Either that, or he's more or less a scout for our army, and that's all he can ever be. A couple of extra stacks of Haven troops would not really hurt us moral-wise, I think. Mummies. They used to be a good undead unit. Long time ago. Many games ago. Particular items, some loot. Really not all that much we can do here. Someone just needs to come up and clean the path to the likely location of the grail item. Or ashes here. Mummies seem fairly slow. Decent amount of hit points, decent damage. That's aren't anything amazing. The initiative is fantastic. They're also spellcasters, hexing attacks. So the only downside to them is they're slow. The big downside though, really big downside. One thing I don't think I've seen in this game yet is item sets. Maybe they have it, but they just haven't bothered mentioning it. There's definitely a Dwarven King equipment set here, this map. Might be worthwhile to try to get it. skirmishers were another unit where the upgrade makes a difference. One way. Seems that portal was broken. One way monolith exit. Still, it has to be activatable somewhere. I'm not sure if we should go after attributes. There's always the risk that the campaigns will have some sort of a climax that use up all the previous heroes. Here it seems Freda, the Dwarven hero, and Duncan. Those are the ones who are going to basically do something together in the last mission. Probably involving the Queen. So we could build things with that in mind. However, there is a bot there. The bot comes from the fact that the heroes are fairly good already. There's not much there to develop further. It would help certainly, but not sure the difference would make that much of a difference then. However, on the other side the map is small, so it wouldn't take that much time. Right, he's sort of now starting to cleanse these areas. I've almost... Ooh, weak of Thane. Doubles growth of Thanes and Stormlords. Well, well, well. I'm definitely not upgrading the Thane because we're trying to go collect them from the environment. Shield guards, I don't think they're particularly good versus defenders. I mean, they're probably better, but they're not significantly better. Berserkers probably are, or Black Bear Riders. First things first. Do we want to upgrade something? It's not particularly important at the moment. I think in fact we might be better with the basic units, at least at this stage. Coming here and upgrading them is not much of a task. What might be more important is simple numbers, so the enemy will surrender to us instead of trying to fight. Natural organic thane is growing everywhere. 4 thanes. There's just thanes all over the place. This is probably the best chance for us to gather up some fighting power. Don't have to really pay for it either. However, it's not that important. You're not gonna disappear anywhere. What is that? Cloak of some sort. Ah, access to underground areas. I was not expecting that. We'll try to get as many of them as we can to ranged combat. I'm sort of hoping they don't move their full amount because we're sitting so close. Perfect. Right, with this we should have a fairly good idea where the tier of Asha is. I'm somewhat worried about what I'm seeing on the map though. I'm seeing caravan might not reach destination. They're blocked by thanes. Yeah. Motherfucking thanes. We've got priorities. The only major area we have unexplored is this here. The other is the underground area. This is going to be a larger area, so I will go to the dead end first. taking knowledge. Definitely taking knowledge. Now they're on a single stack, that makes things simple for me at least. Relatively simple. We're going to take casualties, there's no getting around that. I'd rather resurrecting the Haven units than the Fortress units because I can get more Fortress units easily now. Haven units are one of a kind. Knowledge and spell power increased. Yeah, I'm worried about these gates that sort of seem to defend areas that come outside of the map. I'm worried that there's gonna be enemies flooding in from there sooner or later. I want cash currently. Right, the attribute upgrades here are so substantial though, so I don't particularly feel like just leaving them. Ah, I can't go down there, so that means there's going to be a dungeon hero popping out of there at some point. Jesus Christ, this enemy is slow. Not that it'll make any kind of a difference, but still. Another batch of Earth Elementals. What if those bears want to join me? There's not really much I can do about that. And I think they're black bear riders too. Lots of them. We're gonna switch an army stack with one of the shitty heroes. Just so we have the potential empty room there. Let's say the berserkers. We rarely use them. Right, this does give the impression though that we have to at the very least defend this city that we currently have against potential dungeon attack. It's going to come sooner or later, so the guard post here might be worthwhile of an upgrade. Extra stack of units in the battle. A haven troop naturally. Right, our forces are too feeble to get the Thanes to join. Maybe we should go to the city too. Get reinforcements, then try to pick more things. Right. It doesn't matter really what we buy, as long as there's a calculation that favors us when the fights against neutrals start. That's the only thing we're really interested in. That's it. Right, that should help things a little bit. Your job is to open path to our caravans. Suspicious area here. Retaliation fire is a problem. React more favorable to electricity, no? Eldritch arrow. That's their big weakness. Right, this should be fairly good. Only one of their stacks can attack us. It will cause some casualties, but we can heal all the important ones. Which is one. And want another reaction attack. Someone needs to tie her up first. This looks like a largish area. On the bright side, if we take that, we probably have the exact location of the Tirva shop. Since it's so close to the actual location, we might as well go for it. He's thinking of picking a fight with me. He has the troops. Zounds. That'll be thousands probably. No. Legions. Zounds bigger than legions. Either way, the army is massive in size. He's been collecting troops from somewhere. I'm not sure if I actually have the funds to defend against him. He will have to come through a neutral barrier though, and the troops there aren't trivial, so he might not be able to push forward directly. He might have to take the barrier and then stop his advance there. There we go. I'm not gonna collect it yet. I'm gonna collect it with someone who can teleport directly to the city afterwards. We are reaching the point where there are no new resources to be gained on the map though. It shouldn't matter too much, but it sort of does. We're currently in a bad position as far as our funds are concerned, and the enemy is going straight at us. Unless I can figure out something, we might be in trouble. We sort of need time too. I can't, no matter how much money I have, can't buy troops that aren't there. Currently I couldn't buy them even if they were, which is the big problem. Right. Right, shit just got real. He lost most of his zounds turned to swarms. Don't recall what they are. Conscript equivalents. So defending the city successfully should not be a problem. It's also an opportunity to take care of the hero he has without actually attacking his capital city. So there is an opportunity there. That said, an annoying spot to put these goddamn creatures. Okay, I think this can be switched. Right. I have no idea what the hell his skirmishers were thinking. Ah, target selection. Not that it matters too much, whatever they were planning. Just curious why those particular targets. Right, we'll also have to decide who the hell is gonna go defend the city if the enemy is going after that. I was initially thinking Duncan because he has the resurrection skill. And in a defensive setup that's hard to beat. It doesn't need that much of an army there either. Okay, I just want the goddamn gold. Exit. One-way portal exit, probably. Black dragons, tons of them. In exchange we'll get some item, which is Armor Forgotten Hero, +2 to primary stats, grants 20% magic resistance. Not bad. Depends on how easily we can get it. 14 dragons is not a trivial amount of dragons. More or less just want to block them from accessing it. Turn angles of attack. We just need to end this as soon as possible instead of trying to do anything too cute. Didn't work. Where's the shot? Still resurrect something, so I will wait. Minor losses, and we get some decent stuff out of this. Right. Now we only need to meet up with our secondary hero, switch a few items, and teleport back here. That sort of would favor the dwarven wolf. Are you Wolfgar? Wolfstan. Right. Favor that we use Wolfstan to defend against the red incursion. I mean, if he already has to go to the city, might as well get something out of it. Also, this guy moves at HOMM. Yeah, it's a respectable army, but I'm not seeing anything that makes me worried in any way. Especially if he's going to attack my city, then he has no chance. Week of Light. Luck and morale for all creatures from Necropolis, Inferno, or Dungeon factions reduced by 2 in battles. Well, well, well. More Thanes. I'll buy the basic versions of these troops, just to maintain the stackability of them. I don't think he quite has the reach to reach the city, even if he fully moves just against it. He's not gonna do that. Ooh, I made a mistake. Yeah, the damage jumps. Guess we'll wait until at least one resurrection. I'm not quite sure what I should do. Whatever we have to do, we have to get through that city. There is no immediate need to bring the Tear of Ash out of the city, though. Especially now that we're here. And they don't immediately threaten the city. So there might be things we can still gain from this. Attack or defense? With most units, the attack is still at the lower stat. guess you're responsible for the defense. Can't really do much else. Not exactly in a bad spot with the defense either, though. There's a slight problem with the allows extra stack in the units when defending. There's nothing to indicate how that extra stack is selected. Need more money quickly. There's a slight positive to what I'm seeing. They're going into a dead end where there is no escape. So if I tumble out of here, they're more or less stuck here. No, nothing. Thinking that I might have been wrong, but no, I don't think I am. So it's a good opportunity to get rid of his hero. Vision objectives. Either way, I need to end soon. We're reaching the point where we are more or less ready to push it to the end. After the hero got the city. And the hero is the more important target. They can't defend the city once the hero is gone. If I just take the city, I'm still gonna have to hunt the hero down and maybe place the pink wall with cities. Either way, it doesn't sound all that appealing. $6,000 gold, that's not enough for anything. Wait for now. We could go here. Might be a few things standing about, right? We can still always get back to the city with a simple temporal spell. I don't think we're endangering the defenses in any way by going. And there's a good chance he can't exactly see the situation either. More or less still just floundering about trying to find us. 4 free things. We're way too poor. Need about 30,000 gold from somewhere. Lost 2 spearmen, not much of a loss. Well, it's not much, but it'll help a little. 3,000 gold. More artifacts. Endless sack of gold. Skeleton. Thing of interest. Dwarven smithy hammer. Dragon bone greaves. And then we're pretty much done. Yeah, that's a good place to end things. I don't think we're going to have time to fight with this hero. In some ways it doesn't matter. Things will be decided more or less at that point anyway. There's like one side of attribute points both of the heroes, the main heroes, have not really collected yet. Right, that's the main objective. Or is it that? No, it is definitely this. Horncrest. Third hero. They seem to have some sort of an indication that something of interest is here. But at the same time they seem to be confused about a little bit where do they want to go. Why the hell do they even insist on fighting me? The handful of trees, they're not exactly confused with this. A better weapon than what we had before. We definitely want to teleport here. There's really nothing for us to, no reason for us to wait here anymore. So what did we get from this? The Blazing Anvil increases weekly creature growth by 50%, provides your empire with additional 5,000 gold each day, boosts spell power of defending heroes by 5+6 and defense of the creatures 5+6 allows defending heroes to use runes, wasting no resources. A tier of Asha is required to build this structure. 3. So my money income basically would be the biggest thing that changed with this. We're going to be somewhat limited in what we can upgrade. We'll wait until the next day. We could also go for better runes. The upgrade is not that demanding. Defense +1, additional 25% protection from cold spells. Right, this seems about right. We can still buff our stats a little bit, but don't really feel the need to necessarily do that. Duncan can still go to the left side there to upgrade things. Bullstand can go to the right side. And there's significant upgrades there, especially for spellcasting purposes. But I think I'll leave things here. The red seems to be sort of aware where my units are located. He doesn't really commit to coming after us or going forward or anything. Just mills about here, at least as long as I was in the dead end. Not now. That makes me think that he has to have some awareness of what I'm doing. We're not... Things don't need to be upgraded that badly. Patriarchs, yes, probably. Another magma dragon. Right. At this stage... Yeah, whether we fight these or not, we can still go and explore the eastern edge. Okay, this is fairly good. I'm more than willing to take on any of them. Also, I don't think they have a chance to really escape from me. Might have 3 heroes here, but I don't particularly care. I'm not saying I have a comparable army. I do have good runes. I can probably ruin their day fairly effectively. I also have a good hero with good items, so yeah. The next couple of turns will determine pretty much how this map is gonna go.